Hello souls, and welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so very much for joining me today. It's the Empress here, and in today's video we are going to be looking at messages from the Goddess Freya. So starting out here, I do want to say, if you are new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. On this channel we heavily focus on pick a card readings to help enlighten and grow. Spiritual growth is a very heavy focus. I also bring forth a lot of mediumship readings, but the entirety of my readings are surrounded around personal growth, enlightenment, acceptance of self-awareness, and growth of your spiritual gifts and abilities. All of these kinds of things. Healing is a very big focus of mine as well. So if that's something you're interested in seeing more of, please consider subscribing. So out in front of us here we have the card selection for this reading, and we are bringing forth messages from the Goddess Freya. The Goddess Freya was the first goddess that I ever interacted with. She called out to me, and it was before I ever even dove into any kind of Norse mythology or any kind of Norse anything. And she's actually what really drove me to dive deeper into Norse paganism and Norse mythology and learn so much about that. And it was like a calling to my soul. The Goddess Freya is a Norse goddess of love, of fertility, and she's kind of associated with sex and lust and beauty, witchcraft, sorcery, also war and kind of death. When Freya called out to me, one of the things that was it was like a very heavy focus on self-love that she came forth to teach me about. And I feel like this is kind of at least one of her ways that she works with people in regards to love and lust and sex and intimacy and things like this, is teaching people how to find that within themselves. Freya really came through and helped me with like self-acceptance, helped me with like some sexual trauma that I had been trying to deal with, things like that. Now, I do want to say that if Freya is a goddess that you feel called to work with, she does require devotion. She does really like commitment and devotion, which would make sense. She's the goddess of love. She's, very much so connected to relationships and things like that. At least that's what she wanted from me. But don't go into a relationship with a god or a goddess expecting to have to do nothing in return, I guess is my point here. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Out in front of us, we have your pile selection. I'm going to ask you guys to take a couple of deep breaths, really try to ground yourself, connect to your intuition, connect to your guides, call out to Freya if that's something you feel comfortable with. Once you have done that, ask yourself what messages Freya is trying to bring forth for you, what she wants you to know, how she may be trying to help or guide you, what she's trying to teach you at the time that you're watching this video. And out in front of you here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once you have all of those energies very solidified within you, go ahead and choose a pile, and I will have the timestamps to the beginning of each specific reading in the description box below, along with the links to the cards that I am using for anyone who's interested in that, or if any of the decks call out to you, as well as the link to my Etsy store for anyone who's interested in checking that out or purchasing a personalized reading. So with all of that out of the way, a couple of disclaimers here. I do want to say this is a general timeless reading. So whenever you come across this video and feel called to watch it is when these messages are for you. And with this being a general reading, the messages aren't going to resonate with everyone, and all of the messages in your pile may not resonate with you. So please use your own discernment and take what resonates and leave what does not. So go ahead, pause the video if you still need a moment, and I am going to go ahead and move on to pile number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number one. Those of you that chose pile number one with the tumbled amethyst, this reading is for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We are going to be looking at the messages here, and then I will shuffle the tarot out as we go, or the rest of the cards out as we go. So starting off, we are going to be looking at the energy that Freya is coming forth in for you guys, okay? So starting off here, we have Inguas, okay? Um, so this is very much so like I want to say closure is the word that is coming forth here. And with the tumbled amethyst, I was getting like this energy of like smoothing something over as well for you guys. But with this rune is depicted a little bit different in these cards here, but this is the rune of fertility. This is the rune of wholeness, enlightenment, kind of evolution. So for some of you guys, you may be kind of going through an awakening as well, or going through some sort of transformation, but there's definitely like an energy here of wholeness, of closure, okay? So let's go ahead and see kind of the energy in regards to like why Freya is coming forth for you guys today. And we have the lineage. Okay, so you guys may be closing some generational kind of karmic energy or rising above there's something here with the bloodline for group number one. This could be closure in regards to a relationship or a conflict that you've had with with family members before you, as well as for some of you guys, this could be like tying the knot. This could be coming into union with somebody that you were going to create your own lineage with, especially with Freya being the goddess of love and fertility. Let's go ahead here and see the action that Freya is asking of you at this time. We have Manas here. Okay, so this is humanity, intelligence, society, learning. So for group number one, there's definitely something here in regards to creating life. Whether this is physically or like metaphorically, there's something here with breathing life into something, breathing life into a relationship, breathing life into like physical reality, breathing life into a creation that you've been working very hard on. For some of you guys, this is like you guys have been going through the gestation period and it's coming time for labor and delivery. Whether this is metaphorical or physical is kind of irrelevant, but there's definitely something here that is setting up your legacy for group number one, and Freya wants you to come forth and she wants you to, for one, come into awareness of where you are in this process, and for two, she wants you to come into the love you have for this process instead of always looking ahead to find when the next accomplishment is coming or when the delivery is coming. She wants you to focus on the present moment. So let's go ahead here and see why she's bringing this energy forth for you. Look at this. Look at this. Rebirth. And I swear, I do not look at these cards when I shuffle them out. I don't. Yeah, so there's something being born here for group number one, whether this is a creation that you've been working on, whether this is an actual child. This is you guys coming into union with something that is going to carry on your name in some way, shape, or form. Let's go ahead and get some more cards surrounding this energy that Freya is bringing forth for group number one. Okay. And we have Umran, and this is the known unknown. Yeah, see, and this is like you guys know that this is coming. You guys have been, it's almost like you guys have been pregnant, metaphorically speaking, or for example, it's like you guys know that there's a child coming, but you don't know, whether it's going to be a male or female, or whether it's going to, grow up and carry on your legacy. Like there, you know that it's coming, but you don't know how it's going to turn out here, group number one. And Freya is saying that that's why you need to focus on the now. Like you need to focus on the known and not worry about the unknown aspect of this. We also have Nana, and this is steadfast and loyalty. Yeah, being very consistent, I feel, is something that is necessary here for group number one. Staying consistent to the process, staying consistent to the growth process of whatever this is for you, whether this is learning something, gaining some kind of skill in order to go into a new line of work or in order to create something new, or whether this is about a relationship for you guys where you are being asked to stay the course even though things may be difficult right now. For those of you that this is about a relationship, this is like you guys may be going through some hard times. You guys may be, you know, transforming together or going through this, like, it's almost like going through this awakening together. And if that's the case for you guys, there is a need to stay the course here, because your relationship, this union, is going to be reborn. For some of you guys, this could be about like renewing your vows as well, in some way, shape, or form. We also have Def Jun, and this is claiming new ground. Look at that, claiming new ground, group number one. There is something new coming in that is going to be for you. Rebirth. Wow. Yeah, so there's definitely creation that Freya is wanting to bring into your awareness. She's definitely wanting you to be aware, definitely wanting you to learn something as well in regards to this, I feel. For group number one, you guys are being asked to learn a new skill or to educate yourself about the process of gestation, whatever is, you know, building, whatever is being created. There's something here that Freya wants you to learn about the creation process. So getting into our tarot here, our first card out is Judgment. And this is coming out on top of the known unknown. And this is a major release as well for some of you guys, like releasing the fear of being born. Interesting. And for some of you guys, this is like a decision that you have to make about being very present, and about, for some of you guys, this could be a decision to go back to school, or a decision to follow through with like something that you already know. I'm feeling for group number one that there's something going on around you, whether it be in regards to this creation or in regards to a relationship. Like there's something going on around you that you guys are aware that you are being asked to take action towards or away from, to better align to your own creation, to better align to your own legacy, to better align to what you truly need. And you guys may be resisting this action, especially if it's calling you away from what you're familiar with. And Freya's coming forth to say you have to make that decision to follow through with this if you want to be reborn. If you want this creation to come to life, you have to follow through with things that take you out of your comfort zone. But this is a decision that you have to make, a decision that you have to make to go through the process to kind of gain this. So like a decision to go back to school includes taking the actions to enroll, to choose the school you want to go to choose the major. The process of that choice is what she's leading me to here. Like you guys have to take the action. You guys may have even made the decision, like I'm going to buy a home, or I'm going to get this new job, or I'm going to go back to school, but you haven't actually activated or initiated, taken action towards the process of that decision. Our next card here is the Four of Wands, coming out on top of steadfast and loyalty. And the Four of Wands is all about like foundational energy, security, safety, twin flame energy here as well, or relationship energy. This could be about again, renewing vows or getting married, commitment. There's some sort of commitment here that you guys are being asked to make, either committing to this decision, to this path, to this action that you are being led to take. commitment. Wow. So Freya wants you to learn how to commit. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, how to commit to your own growth, how to commit to your own creation. The Eight of Pentacles is all about the work that you've been doing. It's all about the learning process. It's all about the process of creation here. This, again, speaks of going back to school or like investing into your creation in some way, shape, or form in order to break through. I feel you guys are coming to a breakthrough with this creation. Whatever this creation is for you, whether it is a relationship that you've been working on or like a creative project or a degree of some kind, there's something here that is definitely, like, we have claiming new ground here, like through this decision, through this action to follow through this action to learn or to gain this new skill. You guys are going to be claiming new ground. You're going to be breaking through into something that you aren't familiar with. You're going to be gaining an accomplishment here. I feel like this is where the rebirth is occurring. There's one more that wants to come out here, and we have the Three of Wands, exploration, following the signs, following the symbols, following the guidance that you are receiving. Group number one, there's definitely guidance that you guys are receiving, like energetic guidance, I feel here. This could even be from Freya, with this being very much so about fertility, about gestation, about the creative process, leading you to new ground. So definitely follow the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols, the intuition, following the unknown kind of energy, following the feminine energy. And following through with the things that this energy is leading you to. Okay, that's the biggest message here so far. So let's go ahead and see what kind of support Freya is bringing in for you guys at the time that you're watching this video. What support is Freya bringing in for group number one in regards to this creation or this creative process? Group number one. We have the Two of Cups, and this is union, this is commitment, this is loyalty, this is trust, this is emotional reciprocation, this is love, this is harmony. Group number one. Follow your heart. There's a huge message here to follow your heart. Follow what your heart wants. Follow what your heart wants to create. Don't overthink the process. Don't get caught up in this. I feel for group number one, you guys may have a tendency to get caught up in this, well, what if I miss something, or what if I'm wrong kind of mentality. And Freya's coming forth here to say, no, you're not wrong. This is going to take you to something that you have never experienced, but you've wanted to experience, I feel, your whole life, group number one. I feel like group number one is a very, like, the dreamers here in group number one, like always wanting to experience more, always wanting to go out and adventure, always wanting that adrenaline rush. Even for some of you guys, like, there's something here where group number one is being asked to follow your heart instead of talking yourself out of your heart's desires. I feel you guys talk yourself out of your heart's desires out of fear of making the wrong decision. And Freya wants to let you guys know that this is not the wrong decision. You guys are being led towards your legacy. Challenges you guys may be facing that Freya wants to bring to your attention. We have the Five of Cups coming out here, and this is loss, this is grief, this is your guys' fear of having to leave something behind in order to claim this new ground. This is the fear of separating from what you've always known in order to go after your own heart's desire. You guys feel a lot of responsibility for the situations or the environments that you find yourself in present moment, and you're scared to go after your heart's desires or do what it is that you desire to do out of fear of leaving behind what you have now and feeling like I feel like group number one, you guys fear a lot of like, what if this is good? What if this is as good as it gets? What if I go out on this adventure, or I set out to follow my dreams and I get let down and I've lost everything? There's a huge fear of loss. But Freya wants you to know that this is just a fear that you guys are dealing with, like a fear of loss. You're not actually going to lose anything. You guys, this is like a part of yourself, shadow energy, kind of part of yourself that Freya wants you to heal. So she may be coming forth to really pull out some shadow energy. She may be coming forth in regards to self-love in order to allow yourself to open your heart, to follow your heart. For some of you guys, this is like a reawakening of your heart chakra. I feel your heart chakra has been activated, has been initiated, has been open before, and may have closed down due to some sort of event or some sort of exterior situation, or even some sort of conflict with somebody that your heart was open to that caused you to close back down. But Freya is coming forth trying to get you to open back up, to rebirth, to really, I just really see this as like following your heart. This is being shown to me like the heart space breaking open, like with this green light shining from your chest and just being pulled by this green light. Wow. So really following your heart is so important here for group number one. Follow your heart. It's leading you towards union with your dreams, with love, with creation, with your legacy. So let's go ahead and pull a couple last messages for group number one from Freya. Starting off, we're going to pull a doorway that's opening or that Freya is leading you to. And we have two here for group number one. This is the first doorway. So a lot of activations. We have a moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. Yes, being very present. Be very present, group number one. Being very present in the moment, allowing yourself to enjoy love, allowing yourself to enjoy the connections and the celebrations that you are currently surrounded by. This is the second one here, and it looks like a family through there, which is very interesting. And we have sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Yeah, old cords of pain. This is definitely kind of speaking of like the sun setting on this loss. Closure, group number one. Closure on your past to bring you to some very beautiful new beginnings. Let's go ahead and pull one final message for group number one from Freya. One final message, last guidance, advice that Freya wants you to have or to take from this reading, group number one. Okay. And here we have, don't make assumptions, speak openly and honestly. So again, this message to be very open, and the message here says when you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. So here, group number one, Freya is saying to only speak what you want. Only speak of what you want. Don't assume you're going to lose. Don't assume things are going to go negatively. Don't assume that you're wrong. Speak what you want and only speak the truth, your truth. Wow, so some very powerful messages coming forth for group number one, but this is what I'm seeing for you. If you enjoyed this reading or if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please do hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what other kinds of videos you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 2. Those of you that chose pile number 2, this reading is for you, and you guys chose this raw fluorite, and I absolutely love this stone. This is one of like my favorite stones, and I don't even really know why I'm so drawn to this particular piece of fluorite, but I absolutely love it. There's definitely like a peace, a contentment energy coming in with this, a fulfillment, a feeling of ease coming in with this. So let's go ahead here and get into your guys' reading. We're going to look at these messages first, and then I will shuffle the rest of the cards out as we go. So starting out here, we are going to first look at the energy of Freya and how she's coming forth, how she's presenting herself to group number 2. So starting out here, we have Reidho, and this is journeying. This is a journey. This is a new path opening up for some of you guys. This is a sense of freeing, like freeing energy coming in here, aligning to a new path or the right path, moving, action, kind of timing coming into play here for group number 2. Wow. Okay. So divine timing, new paths opening, new doorways opening, new opportunities coming your way, as well as for some of you guys, this could be speaking of travel, like an ease of travel, a rite of passage coming through here as well. Let's go ahead here and see what Freya is coming forth about for you guys, and we have the All Father coming forth. Destiny, wisdom. There's something here for group number 2 where you guys are stepping into a time of like union with spirit, divine union with spirit, with power, control over your life, control over where your life is going. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead here and see the action that Freya wants you guys to take at this time. We have Iwas here, and this is trust. This is loyalty. For some of you guys, this could be in regards to like partnership, marriage, teamwork kind of energy coming forth here. You guys, I feel very strongly being asked to work with spirit. Very strongly being asked to work with the divine, like a partnership. Some of you guys, Freya may be calling out to you and wanting to work in a partnership. If that's something that you feel resonates with you, you may want to look a little deeper into that or do some meditations with her. Find out, a little bit more information about what she wants or how she wants to work with you or what she's trying to lead you towards. Because there's definitely movement here, and there's definitely like divine energy coming forth here. Divine like co-creation. And for some of you guys, you are being led to a business partner or a teammate or a partner of some sort in order to better lead something. You guys are coming into a sense of leadership. Let's go ahead here and see why Freya is asking you guys to trust or to commit to this partner or this partnership. We have the Sun, happiness, joy, fulfillment, success, health, wow, achievement, goals reached, creation. There's definitely some power here coming into play for group number 2. Some very, very spiritual power coming forth to help you ascend, to help you reach a goal, to help you bring a creation into fruition. For some of you guys, this is a business taking off. That message is coming through very strongly. So if you've been working to build a business, or if you've been looking for people to hire, or some sort of business partner, or some sort of promotion in your career, or a change in career, anything surrounding that, like, this is a definite yes, it's happening, and you guys are moving towards that. You guys are coming into movement. And for those of you whom are building your own creative project or your own business, or like entrepreneurship energy, you guys are becoming this leader. You guys are ascending. You guys are moving forward with business plans, with creation, with prosperity, with customers, with being a boss as well, like being, and there's strong energy here of being in control or being in power, being your own boss, or being the boss of other people, like hiring out for some of you guys. Wow. Let's go ahead and get some more energy here for group number 2. There is a sense of, with this ease here that was coming in with this fluorite, for some of you guys, this could be like an ease of finances. If you've been struggling financially, I feel like that is going to be easing up. You're going to be coming into money. You're going to be coming into abundance, into prosperity. That's going to ease this stress, and it's going to really bring you into a time of, just a time of power for group number 2. Freya is coming forth saying changes are happening. You guys are moving into a whole new part of your life, a whole new success, achievement, goal that is going to level you up. You guys are leveling up. Wow. Our first card out here is Dari, and this is conflict behind the mask. So for some of you guys here, especially with the sun coming out, there is a shedding of the ego that is occurring for you guys as you go through this kind of journey. You guys may have been going through this journey already, trying to find who you really are, what you really desire, trying to find out why it is you show the parts of yourself that you show to different people. I feel for group number 2, a lot of you guys may have really struggled with being your whole self, being all of yourself. And because all of you is coming together here, there's movement being created, and you guys are starting to learn how to be whole. Our next card here is Gandalf, and this is wisdom. Yeah, and knowledge is power, right? You guys are gaining an immense amount of self-awareness, I feel, group number 2. That is what is creating this movement, this leadership, this success. That is what is leading you towards this achievement, group number 2. And then we also have Skirner, and this is messenger, diplomat. And this is, I feel, what you guys are being asked to trust here, group number 2. There's somebody coming in, some sort of message, some sort of information, some sort of wisdom coming in that you guys may be kind of defensive against initially. It may be a certain person coming in to try to help you, or to try to come into partnership. It may be a romantic opportunity coming forth that you guys may be kind of defensive against, because they aren't what you thought you wanted, or they don't look a certain way, or they don't have something that you have on your checklist. There's something here where you guys are being asked to trust where you're being led and what's coming into alignment with you, because there's going to be people, especially people, contacts, relationships, connections coming into alignment with you, bringing you messages, and there's a need to trust how that unfolds for group number 2. Interesting. So Freya is really taking you guys like on a ride at this time. Like, she's taking you guys on an adventure. I'm almost seeing this as like I feel like Freya has been working with you guys through this like death of the ego, and transforming into like this butterfly here is kind of how I'm seeing this. Like, Freya has helped you guys transform from the caterpillar to the butterfly, like the death of the caterpillar, and then breathing life into the butterfly and flying, taking off, movement. Wow. Let's go ahead and get some tarot for group number 2. There's just a huge energy of leadership here, of coming into power, of moving into power, of being promoted or advancing in some way, shape, or form. But there's also an energy of like somebody else coming in here that you guys are being asked to trust and to team up with in some way. Our first card out is the Chariot, and look at that, more movement, more feminine energy, movement of the feminine energy, movement of the inner self coming out instead of suppressing yourself behind a mask. Some of you guys, this may be in regards to moving home, moving homes, or moving back home. Since that came out, that could be here for somebody, like moving back home, or moving to a new home, or to a new town, or to a new job. But this is something that you have been nurturing, group number 2, and there's a strong energy of interesting, of moving. But we have the horses here. We have the horse here. We have the 2 wolves here. It's like there's something pulling you. There's a team working for you. Interesting. This is 4th house energy. This is Cancer energy. This is water energy coming forth here. And it's like you guys are charging towards something. And we have the 8 of Wands, a lot of spiritual messages. And look at the two, we have the fox and we have a wolf here. There's more animals back here, like coming in, another horse. So I feel for you guys that there may be a lot of spiritual messages coming to you through animals. We have the horse here too. So horses may be very significant to you. And maybe kind of a sign or a synchronicity coming forth for you guys, a message. With the 8 of Wands, this is all about like messages, trusting the messages you're receiving, and quick messages, like movement, quick movement of spirit. We have messenger here and diplomat coming in. This is like a don't shoot the messenger kind of energy. Some of you guys may be receiving some kind of news that you don't necessarily want, and that may be like the activation into this move that you guys are making. But there's some sort of major move that is happening here for group number 2, a major move. And then we have the 5 of Wands coming out here. Yeah, and this is the conflict. This is the don't shoot the messenger kind of energy. This is the fighting with the messages that you have received. I feel for group number 2 that there may be something here, some sort of blockage in regards to creation, the creation process being different than what you initially expected it to be. And you guys are receiving like messages and guidance to go somewhere, but you're resisting it because you feel like that is the wrong way. And Freya's coming forth saying it's not the wrong way. Don't fight with the messenger, follow the messenger. Follow the leader now to become the leader. You guys are becoming a leader, but you're being asked to follow this energy that's leading you currently, because it's leading you to your power. Wow. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the support that Freya is bringing forth for you guys at the time that you're watching this video. The support from Freya for group number 2. We have the 8 of Swords, restrictions. Okay, so for group number 2, like whatever this is that you are resisting, that you aren't wanting to do, that you are staying, like I feel for group number 2 that there's something here. You guys are being called to go somewhere, but you're fighting it because you feel like it's against what you are trying to do. But you're not being able to move towards what it is you think you're supposed to be doing at this time either. You're very stuck. Freya isn't letting you move anywhere except for in the direction that you're meant to go, group number 2. So if you're feeling very stuck or very stagnant, the reason why is because you're being asked to find another way, to go a different direction, to learn something, to follow your intuition instead of your logic. Your mind is tying you up because Freya doesn't want you to stray away from where you're meant to be going at this time. She doesn't want you to go too far down the wrong path. You guys, we have Freya-Tarot here. This is the right path. This is the journey. This is the path to your destiny here. The sun, the path towards the sun, towards the light, towards ascension, towards your power, towards union with the divine as well. And Freya is really like closing off any other options. You guys may be feeling very stuck or very still, or like you're failing even for some of you guys, and that is not the case. It's just you have to find the right path. You may feel like all of the doors are like closing around you, or like you're being very restricted, or like everything you're trying to do is falling through, and that's because everything you're trying to do that's falling through isn't the right thing to do or the right way to do it. But as soon as you find that right path and take that step down it, it's going to be very rapid movement. Let's go ahead and see the challenges you may be facing. Group number 2 that Freya feels is important. We have the Star. This is recognition. This is putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. Group number 2, this is the challenge that you guys have, and it's a very big challenge because the Star is all about prophecy. This is about omens, signs, synchronicities that is pointing to the next leader. Wow, you guys are the next leader, but you're having a hard time being vulnerable. You're having a hard time putting yourself out there, or having a hard time being the one that other people look up to. And it's like Freya isn't going to allow you to fall down the ladder. She's not allowing you to put yourself out there in the wrong way. She's not allowing you to take the wrong path. She's not allowing you to be in the wrong environments. She's not allowing you to get the wrong image. You guys are being asked to focus on your image, on your reputation, almost, on putting yourself out there, on building a reputation, making your name known, making people know who you are. This may be something that you guys really have a hard time with. You may have like a fear of your own success, or a fear of other people looking up to you, or a fear of the responsibility of having people work for you even. Like there is a fear that isn't allowing you to be vulnerable, and there's a need to be vulnerable. Group number 2. So let's go ahead and pull you guys a couple more messages. We're going to first take a look at the doorways or the opportunities opening to you, group number 2, and then we will pull a final message from Freya. Okay. So our first doorway gate here that we have for group number 2, and this is a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown when love is the focus, foundation, and goal. Blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Yeah. Yeah, enter into the unknown. Follow your heart. Open your heart. Be vulnerable. And then we also have this doorway here. And the message is passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Yes, you guys are. Like I said, this is like a rite of passage kind of energy. Like you guys are destined for this. You guys are being asked to step up to the plate here in some way, shape, or form. And you're going through this transformational process of the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Let's go ahead and pull one final message, any last guidance or advice that Freya has for you at the time that you are watching this video for group number 2. Okay, and this here says, don't make assumptions, ask for what you want, okay? Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. likewise, everybody has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. And this is very much so leading back to your ability to be in control over yourself, to be open and vulnerable enough to ask for what you want or what you need, as well as to be honest with yourself and open and vulnerable enough to say yes or no when you need to. Group number 2. So very beautiful messages coming in for you guys. You guys are stepping into a time of power, a rite of passage kind of energy for group number 2, but this is what I'm seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please do hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know what other kinds of readings you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose pile number 3 with this beautiful raw amethyst, this reading is for you, and this reading is going to bring forth messages from the Goddess Freya. Starting off for you guys, there is a huge energy of needing to seek balance and a huge energy of distractions coming into this reading. I don't know what that energy is about yet. It may come up as we move through this reading, but there's a huge energy of like mental scattered energy and a huge need for balancing like your time, or like scheduling your time, potentially like really getting into a routine or some sort of energy where you can be productive. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your cards here. And starting off, we're going to be looking at these cards, and then we will shuffle the rest out as we go. So starting off, we are going to be looking at the energy of Freya and how she is presenting herself for you, group number 3. And we have nudist, and this is constraint, this is restriction, this is resistance, this is friction, effort, delay, need for some of you guys. So some of you guys are in need of something. Some of you guys are resisting growth or progress in some way, shape, or form. And I knew I felt that energy coming in here, and Freya is coming forth for you guys in regards to this energy that you guys have potentially been struggling with. Like, what do you need, group number 3? What is it that you feel like you need right now? Because I feel for you guys that there's something. This could be like some sort of subconscious patterning that keeps you from going after what you currently need, or some sort of energy that tells you you're not allowed to have what you need. But let's go ahead here and see the kind of overall energy that Freya wants to bring to your attention here. Group number 3, we have devotion. Okay, so for some of you guys, you need to really get in tune with your belief system. Like, what do you believe in? Some of you guys need to connect spiritually. Some of you guys need to follow through with something that you said you were going to. Let's go ahead and see here what action Freya's asking of you currently. We have Fehu, and this is wealth, this is abundance, this is energy, this is fertility. So Freya's asking you guys to put the work in, okay? Again, like something here about needing to be productive, needing to follow through with something. Let's go ahead here and see why she's asking you to put the energy in, to put the work in. We have compass, okay. So this is going to be a time in your life, group number 3, where the actions that you are taking are going to determine the outcome, right? Which is really how it goes all the time, but this feels significant. You guys may be really resisting where you're meant to be at currently, and when you put the work in, 3:33 on the clock as I look, but when you put the work in here, you're going to be guided. And a lot of you guys may be very like spiritually disconnected currently because you haven't been putting the work in, but you've been asking for guidance and not being able to see where it's at, or not being able to see how to interpret your messages, or just really having a hard time connecting to anything, I feel, group number 3. And I felt that energy just with this amethyst, like there's something here distracting you, or like mental scattered energy, not being able to focus. And Freya is saying that there's a need to put work into something here. There's a need to gain direction, a need to dedicate or commit to something, or follow through with something that you said you were going to do in order to get this stagnancy moving again. Let's go ahead here and get some more cards for you guys, group number 3. Let's see what else Freya wants to talk to you about today. We have Odin, omniscient, wisdom, poetry, and language. Okay, so there is a need to see a bigger picture or a bigger perspective here. Group number 3, some of you guys aren't able to see like where you are going to end up if you continue with the energy you're in, or if you continue to stay still. Some of you guys aren't able to see like the consequences of your actions here. That energy is coming through very strongly. And then we have Idun, and this is magical youth and rejuvenation. Magical youth and rejuvenation. You guys, there is a renewal of your spirituality trying to come into play here through the goddess Freya. She's trying to lead you towards a replenishment, a renewal in regards to spiritual connection and spiritual guidance, okay? And then we have Gangla, and this is sluggishness and procrastination. Yeah, and this is the energy that's really, I feel, really affecting you guys at this point, like a need to follow through, a need to push through, a need to put the energy in, a need to pull yourself up out of this lethargic kind of energy. I really feel that energy here for group number 3, having a hard time. Some of you guys may be even kind of struggling with like depression or some sort of like mental illness. If that's the case, you know, don't be ashamed to go after your healing. Don't be ashamed to go to a doctor or to ask for help, or to you know, go see a therapist or a psychologist or whatever it is that you need. There's a need here. Don't be ashamed to go after that, group number 3, and don't let anybody tell you that it's the wrong thing to do. I feel like you guys already know what it is that you need. You've just been putting it off for some reason. But once you can step into that and accept and surrender to that need and move towards that need, you guys are going to be replenished, refueled, re-energized. You're going to come into a time of abundance, of luck, of fertility, and you're going to be able to connect and understand where it is that you're being led. Again, group number 3. Wow. Let's go ahead and get some tarot for group number 3 and go a little deeper into these messages that the goddess Freya has for you today. Our first card out is the 6 of Pentacles. So this is the balance, group number 3, that I was talking about. This is the need to balance out your energy, the need to balance where you're putting your energy, specifically, whether this be financial energy or physical energy or time, money, energy, whatever it is for you. Like, there's a need to become aware of where it is going, and a need to balance that energy out for group number 3, especially if you're telling yourself that you don't have the money for what it is that you need at this point in time. A huge need to you know, gain some insight in regards to that balance there, because Freya is saying you do have the means for this, you do have the resources for what it is that you need. It's just, you may need some rearranging, some balancing. Our next card here is the 5 of Wands. You guys are in huge conflict with your own replenishment, because for some of you guys, this is because of the energy that it's going to require. For some of you guys, this is because of some sort of shame or guilt that you are holding in regards to the fact that you need something, or because of what you need. So yeah, there's definitely conflict here. fighting yourself, not allowing yourself to go after what you need out of fear of rejection or fear of judgment or fear that other people will look at you differently. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming forth here, and this is the replenishment. This is Spirit coming in with a new sense of love, a new emotional like cleansing. There's like a cleansing coming in here for you guys. If you can allow yourself to move past this self-deprivation energy that you're in, I feel like you guys are depriving yourself of your own needs. Even this could even be potentially outside of this one particular need that causes shame or some sort of emotional disturbance within you. I feel it goes further than that, because your shadow or your subconscious mind is trying to show you that you are depriving yourself of things that you need. There's a need to commit to self here, a need to commit to your own healing, a need to commit to your own growth. Let's go ahead here and see. Freya came to me initially. If you guys listen to the intro here, then you know a little bit, but Freya came to me initially. The first time she ever showed herself to me was in regards to self-love, in regards to being able to take care of myself, to take care of my own needs, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, to devote myself to me and to my own journey, to my own path. Which was one of the hardest things I think that I've ever had to do, is to learn how to put me before other people, to learn how to not feel guilty or not feel shame for investing into my own path, instead of giving everything that I have away, instead of giving the resources that I have away because somebody needs it more than me. There's always going to be somebody that needs it more than you. There's always going to be somebody who needs your time, who needs your energy, who needs your resources, but that doesn't mean that you need to take it away from yourself. So for some of you guys, there is a need for boundaries and self-care and self-love and self-nourishment here. And Freya is a very gentle spirit in regards to that. At least she was for me. And through that process, it really helped me find myself. It helped me find my self-worth. And I feel like that's kind of what group number 3 is going through here. Finding your own self-worth instead of only seeing the worth in what you have to offer to other people, to help other people, instead of only seeing the worth that other people have or that you perceive other people have. We have Odin here. We have the omniscient. There's a need to see everything as a whole, and there's a need to see yourself as whole, instead of seeing your self-worth as less than somebody else's, instead of seeing your needs as less of a need than somebody else's. Group number 3. Wow. So let's see the support that Freya is bringing forth for you guys at this time. Okay. We have the Lord coming forth. Freya is bringing forth some masculine energy for you to be able to take action, to be able to take action even though you may feel sluggish. This is energy. This is you guys having the energy to take action. This is Aries energy. This is all about the self-image. Some of you guys may be coming into being able to buy like a new outfit or a new pair of shoes, or like just something, even if it is, you know, small. It's like having the energy or the resources to buy yourself something little that's going to really activate this energy, that's going to allow you to push past this procrastination, to push past always putting yourself off, always putting yourself last, to find yourself and to find your self-worth. Freya is really supporting you guys in this, and really this is a major point in your guys's journey, and a major point in your guys's soul growth and spiritual growth as well with this devotion here. So let's see what challenges you guys may currently be facing at the time of watching this video. We have the Ace of Wands energy, spirit, commitment, taking that first step, making that decision. Yeah, so Freya brought in a bigger force of energy, because you guys are having a hard time maintaining energy levels. I feel like that's something very significant for group number 3, is maintaining energy levels, maintaining like physical energy levels, like in your physical body, like feeling like you have the energy to get up and move through your day, to get up and get things done that need to get done. I feel it's very challenging for you guys at this time. This lethargic, drained feeling here for group number 3. And Freya is coming forth to tell you that like you're going to be coming into a time where you're going to have this burst of energy. You're going to have this great desire to buy yourself something, or to invest in yourself, or to treat yourself in some way, shape, or form. And there's a need to allow this to happen, because it is going to boost your energy levels that you've been struggling with. And it's going to allow you to see that, you know, giving to yourself is, for one, necessary, and for two, not going to take away from anybody else. Like, there is a need to understand that when you invest into yourself, or give to yourself in any way, shape, or form, like there's a need for you guys to really heal this mindset that if you give to yourself, you're taking away from somebody else, because you guys have worked for what you have. You guys have worked for the resources and the energy that you have, but you still feel like you're doing something wrong by giving it to yourself, even though you've already worked for it. Wow. Okay. So let's pull some more cards here. We're going to pull a couple of door messages to see what Freya is trying to open you up to, or what is opening up to you, group number 3. So our first door here, this is the image on this card. And the message here says, morning memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. So for a lot of you guys, this is about coming out of the darkness, coming out of depression, coming out of grief, coming out of a dark night of the soul, even for some of you guys, reconnecting to source, to inspiration, and to like this masculine energy here as well. And then our second card here, this is the image, the doorway, the path that you guys have, and this is a moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. Okay, so there, I feel for group number 3 that there's going to be some sort of like emotional kind of imprint energy coming in here, a moment's joy, like some sort of action that you take towards yourself that brings you a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, a lot of hope, a lot of renewal, a lot of energy, excitement even. You may like win something that's going to like imprint a new emotional value of self here. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pull one final message from Freya, one final message that Freya wants you to have, any last guidance or advice that she has for you at this time, group number 3. Okay, and this here says, don't take anything personally. Be immune to others' opinions. And the message on here says, what others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Yeah, you guys are coming out of being a victim to your own life, and into a time of like being your own hero, your own savior, being committed to self and your own path into your own dreams, instead of trying to help other people accomplish theirs, or trying to make other people more comfortable. yeah, really addressing your own needs is definitely why Freya is coming forth for group number 3. But these are the messages that I am seeing for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, if it brought you value, if you resonated with this, please do hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. Let me know if you chose this pile, if you feel called to do so. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 4. Those of you that chose pile number 4 with this piece of fluorite here, this reading is for you. And starting off here, coming into this reading, as I was shuffling the cards to come into your reading here, there was a huge indecisive energy. So for some of you guys, you may have been drawn to more than one pile. If that's the case, and if that resonates with you, please feel free to watch them both, or to watch the ones that you were drawn to. As if you had a hard time, there's probably messages for you in more than one pile. But there's a huge energy of focusing here for group number 4, like a need to focus, a need to direct your energy. For some of you guys, a need, and for some of you guys, this could be like hyper focused. You may already be in this like hyper focused energy, but either way, like this focus is what's being shown to me so far, from Freya, and what this reading is going to be bringing forth has something to do with this focus, or this need for focus, or this hyper focused energy, in some way, shape, or form, I feel. But let's go ahead. We'll find out more as we get into your reading. We're going to start off here with these messages, and then I'll shuffle the rest of the cards out as we go. So starting off, we're going to be looking at the energy that Freya is coming forth in for you guys. We have Canas, and this is enlightenment. This is opening. This is light coming in. This is creativity or skill. This is luck. This is learning, like expanding into the light, expanding into your life. Wow. So very beautiful energy that Freya is bringing forth, coming forth in for group number 4. Let's go ahead and see the overall energy of why she's here. We have the Tempest, group number 4, the Tempest. Okay. This is like a struggle. This is some sort of conflict or some sort of resistance that you guys, this could be like the scattered energy. This could be you guys always focusing on the negative as well. And Freya's really wanting you guys to open up to new possibilities here. Let's go ahead and see the action that Freya's asking you to take. We have Ansus here, and this is communication, this is insight, this is order, this is vision. For some of you guys, like vision, being able to see past the potential negative outcomes, being able to see more than just a potential negative outcome. Okay, so for a lot of you guys here, this is like a hyper focused energy, being very hyper focused on what could go wrong, that Freya is trying to bring to your attention, to bring you out of, I feel. Let's go ahead here and see why she's asking you to take this action. We have masculine, stag, we have masculine energy here. So for group number 4, I feel like there is a resistance to taking actions due to this potential negative outcome that you guys have been living in, like worst case scenario kind of energy that you guys use to resist taking action. This has kind of wounded your masculine energy, and Freya is trying to come forth to heal that, I feel, for you guys. Freya is trying to bring you into creativity, into sexuality, even for some of you guys, healing like sexual energy as well. And especially with like this Ansus, this could be like a divine inspiration, being struck with divine inspiration that's going to really allow you or help you take action towards enlightenment. There's a huge enlightenment and huge creative energy trying to come forth if you guys can push past this worst case scenario mindset. So expanding the mind is very, very prominent here. Expanding the mental body is very, very prominent here, group number 4. Let's go ahead and get some more cards to show us a little bit more about these messages and why Freya is coming forth at this time for group number 4. It's very interesting too, because coming into this reading, as I was shuffling, like I said, it was a very undecisive energy. Like you guys had a hard time choosing what pile you wanted to watch. And then when I was setting this reading up here, I initially only had set out to do 3 piles. But as I was shuffling, trying to get the 3rd pile situated, every time I shuffled, 2 cards would come out instead of 1. And after like the 3rd time, I took that as like the need for a 4th pile. So for some of you guys here, that is very significant. There's something here where like you're resistant to adding or resistant to opening up to the next step or the next phase or another new opportunity or opening up to a new possibility in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. We have Imner, and this is the spirit of fire. This is creation here. This is purification. This is creativity. Wow. So a lot of fire energy. You guys may be feeling very called to fire energy at this time. We have Deling, and this is beauty and vanity. And we also have Dari, and this is conflict behind the mask. Yeah, so for group number 4, there's something here with you guys resisting your internal self. And there's like an overinflated or an underinflated ego, or like an underactive or overactive masculine energy here. Like your masculine energy is very loud. The mask, the logic energy, the way you present yourself versus how you actually feel. There is like a conflict. There is like a power struggle, an internal power struggle going on here for group number 4. Wow. So for some of you guys, you've been living in a way where it's only about what other people see. It's only like the way you live is very much so in regards to the way you want other people to see you versus what you actually want or what you actually need. That energy is trying to be presented to you so that you guys can learn about this kind of internal power struggle that you've been going through. Group number 4. So let's get some tarot. Freya really wants you guys to open up to new possibilities, opening up and allowing more of yourself to come forth instead of living in a way where it's only about what other people see or what other people want. Freya wants you to open up to living in a way where you include your own wants and desires in the actions that you take. Our first card out here is the Knight of Wands coming out on top of the Spirit of Fire. And this is magic. This is manifestation. This is moving towards manifestation. This is power as well for some of you guys. Our next card is the Six of Pentacles coming out on beauty and vanity. And yeah, this is very much so speaking of the way you want other people to see you. This is the actions that you're taking or the moves that you're making are in regards to the way other people will see you. This could be like having to have a certain kind of car or a certain kind of house, a certain image that you are holding up because you want people to see you in a certain light, even though it may not be who you actually are underneath all of those things. Group number 4. Really needing to open up to the idea that a lot of the actions that you take are in regards to validation or the need for validation, the need for approval, even if you haven't seen it before. So for group number 4, Freya is coming forth trying to help you heal the shadow, trying to help you open up, and trying to help you heal your masculine energy. I feel for group number 4, you guys may have really struggled in the past or in your childhood in a way where you may have been in a very like poor home, or you may have been bullied, or like there's just some sort of trauma or wound surrounding your childhood or your inner child where other people look down on you for some reason, whether it be because of where you came from, or because of what you had or didn't have, or because of your parents, or the way that your parents treated you. Like this could happen in so many different ways, but there's like this way of life that you guys have been living where you're trying to cover up or make up for the wounds that were made in your childhood by the way that you are living now. And Freya is coming forth to try and heal this for you guys, and to try to bring you into this ability to create your life that you desire, instead of taking action from things that have already happened or from things that no longer serve you. So for group number 4, there's like this power struggle in regards to pulling yourself out of your past. And then we have the 6 of Swords. Wow, so the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. And yeah, this is overcoming like the mental restrictions. This is overcoming mental conflict, overcoming talking yourself out of what you truly want, talking yourself out of where you truly want to go or how you want to get there, talking yourself out of being open, being vulnerable, and covering yourself up with logic or this masculine energy here. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, and this is overcoming like fear of betrayal, or overcoming control issues, overcoming abandonment issues for some of you guys, very, very strongly here. I really feel like there is some sort of like abandonment or betrayal issues that you guys are being led to overcome, to being led to seeing past, so that you can see that that's not how things are going to turn out if you stop taking action from when that happened previously. It already happened, and you guys are still living in a way where you're fearing it happening from everyone around you because you've already experienced it, but you're holding on to that experience as a form of protection, when in reality holding on to it is just making you stay in that energy, making you stay in environments and situations and relationships that can create that outcome again. Letting go of this energy because it's no longer serving you, letting go of this energy and allowing yourself to open up to new possibilities will allow you to move away from the energies, the relationships, the environments that are keeping you in this confinement, in this darkness, in this fear, in this struggle. Let's go ahead and see the support that Freya is bringing forth for group number 4, the support that Freya is bringing forth for group number 4. We have Kernunos. Okay, so this is coming through almost in a way where like you guys are being led away from this energy by things that are really like tempting you, things that you really want, physical things that you really want. Some of you guys, you could be being led towards something because of physical attraction. There's like physical attraction here, and there's a need to follow that. A need to follow your inspiration, and need to follow this fire energy, this sexual energy, this intimate romantic energy, whether this is to a person or like a very strong desire for something else, for a project, for a job, whatever it is. It's like there's this force of creation that's coming forth, like really trying to tempt you to move away from this energy, even though you have this fear of betrayal or abandonment. You guys are being tempted to go into something even though this fear is here. And this is how Freya is trying to like lead you towards putting yourself in a new environment, a new relationship, a new situation. Interesting. This is also Capricorn energy, earth sign energy coming forth here. And I feel like that's very significant because I feel like this is going to be like some sort of energy that really grounds you, very stable energy, even though it may feel like there's a possibility of failure, of betrayal, of loss here. It's once you move towards this energy, it's going to really ground you. Let's go ahead and see the challenging energy or the obstacle you may be facing that Freya wants to bring your attention to. Wow. We have the Four of Wands, and this is union, this is twin flame energy, this is celebration energy, this is commitment, this is marriage, union. For some of you guys, a foundational, secure, safe kind of energy coming in here, victory coming in here that is challenging you guys. You guys are being challenged. You are being challenged to face your fear of commitment. Wow. You guys are fearing this divine union and seeing it as negative, like you're seeing it as something that's going to let you down, something that's going to betray you, something that's going to break your trust, when in reality it's your own fear of commitment that you're seeing, not this other person or situation. There's like overcoming. Freya's trying to lead you to overcome your fear of commitment here. She's trying to get you to see past your fear of betrayal. She's trying to get you to see past what you've experienced in your past, in your childhood. She's trying to get you to detach from that. Wow. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more messages here. We're going to look at a couple of messages here in regards to what's opening up to you, or what doors or pathways you are stepping into for group number 4. Okay, so our first one out here, this is the image. It's very open. It's very high up too. We have a distant kiss and prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. Yeah, see, you guys are coming into union with somebody or something that's going to be very enlightening to you. It's going to be very secure. It's going to make you feel very safe. It's going to be like a foundational energy within your life. Wow. And then we also have this doorway here. And I'm just really feeling like this energy of safety here. So for some of you guys, like, you really struggle with feeling safe. And you're going to be able to find that energy within you as you begin to go after what it is that you desire, as you begin to follow your inspiration, as you begin to take action towards things that you initially would fear, and see that they don't turn out the way that you're fearing, or like the worst case scenario. Like, there's really a resistance to this. Like, you guys are being asked to push through your fear here. And we have, oh, look at this, inner power. By your own command, you brought by your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. Look at that. You have nothing to fear, group number 4. So let's pull you guys one final message from Freya. Last guidance or advice, anything else she wants you to know or see for group number 4. All right, and this here says, always do your best. Take your life and enjoy it, group number 4. Take your life and enjoy it. And the message here says, you are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love. Just to be, to take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. Take a risk and enjoy your life, even though enjoyment may be something that you feel like always turns out negatively, group number 4. You're being asked to take a risk, to face a fear, to come into happiness, to joy, to celebration, in some regard, group number 4. Wow. So very, very beautiful messages coming forth. A very large healing of shadow energy. I feel a healing of the past for group number 4 coming in here. But this is what I am seeing for you guys from the beautiful Goddess Freya. If you enjoyed this reading, if it brought you value, if you resonated with this, please do hit that like button. Comment down below. Let me know if you chose this pile. Let me know how it resonated if you feel called to do so. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. I thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.